In this video, we will learn how to solve difficult linear equations easily. To solve all type of linear equations, we just need to follow these 6 steps. So what does each step means? We understand them by solving the following examples. The first example is 5x plus 4 is equal to 2x plus 17. Note, there are no parentheses in this example, there are no fractions in this example, and there are no like terms on each side. This time has a term 5x having a variable x, while the other term do not have any variable. So these two terms are not like terms. Similarly, 2x and 17 are also not like terms. So this equation have no like terms on each side of the equation. So now let's see what does our those 6 steps says. So the first step is remove parentheses on each side of the equation, and second step is about clear fractions by multiplying all terms on both sides by the LCD, least common denominator. And the third step is group like terms on each side of equation and simplify. Since in the first example there are no parentheses, no fractions, and no like terms on each side of the equation, so we do not need to follow these first 3 steps. However, in next example we have to follow all these steps, but we start by simplifying from simple equations. So the step 4 says isolate the variable on each side of the equation. How? By adding or subtracting to combine like terms across the equal sign. Now follow this step 4. So in this step, we have to isolate like terms on each side equation. What are the like terms in this equation? 5x and 2x are like terms. Similarly, 4 and 17 are two other like terms. So we'll isolate 5x and 2x on one side equation and 4 and 17 on the other side of the equation. So so we will isolate 5x and 2x on the left hand side of the equation. For this, we need 2x on the left hand side, while we need 4 on the right hand side. So to move 2x to the right hand side, we simply take 2x to the left hand side, 17 and 5x. We do not need to move 5x and 17 because 5x is already on the left hand side. We simply move 2x to the left hand side, and we also do not need to move 17 on the left hand side because we need like terms 4 and 17 on right hand side. Since 17 is already on right hand side, we just only need to move 4 on the right hand side. So what would be the symbol of these 4 and 2x? Uh, Remember, in previous video we have learned that when we move a term from left to right or right to left, its symbol changes. Why its symbol changes, we have explained in the previous video, so you can why to learn that. So now, since we have moved 2s to the left hand side, its symbol was plus. If no symbol is given, then its symbol is always plus, so its symbol is changes to minus. Similarly, while when 4 moves to the right hand side, its symbol from plus changes to minus. Its symbol always changes to, if it is in plus, then to minus, and if its symbol is minus, then changes to plus. So since we have isolated the like terms on each side equation, we simplify them by simply adding or subtracting. Since 5x minus 2x is 3x, and 17 minus 4 is equal to 13. Now what would be the value of x? For this, we see the next step. The next step says divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of unknown. So in this example, what is the coefficient unknown? Since in this example our unknown value or variable is x, so its coefficient is 3. So next step says divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of the unknown. Since the coefficient unknown is 3, so we will divide both sides of the equations by unknown, by the coefficient of a noun, that is 3. So 3 and 3 will cancel out. We will left with 3 on left hand side. So x is 13 over 3, which is solution to our equation. Remember that solution to an equation always satisfy the given equation. That is, if we replace x by 13 over 3, the answers of the both sides would be equal. So now if w- if uh, if we replace x by our solution and both sides of the equation are not equal, so it means that we have made some mistake while following those steps. So now we check our solution by replacing x by 13 over 3. So we replace x by 13 over 3. We have replaced x by 13 over 3, then plus 4 is equal to 2. Now we again replace x by 13 over 3, and now we simplify it to check our solution. 5 times 13 is 65 over 3 plus 4. Similarly, 2 times 13 is 26 over 3. Now we make the denominator same to add these fractions. To do this, we will multiply and divide this fraction 1 by the denominator of the second expression 1, that is 65 multiplied by 1 divided by 3 multiplied by 1. Similarly, we will multiply and divide the fraction 2 by the denominator of fraction 1, that is 4 multiplied by 3 divided by 1 multiplied by 3. Similar steps would be followed on the right hand side as well. So we have 65 ones are 65 or 3 ones are 3. Similarly, 4 times 3 12 over 1 times 3 it would be 3, and 26 times 1 would be 26. 3 times 1 are 3, and 17 times 3 are 21, and 3 times 1 are again 3. Now we add these fractions. uh, s- since the denominator is same in both fractions, so uh, the denominator of these so while adding, the denominator of these two fractions would remain same. So 65 plus 12 it's 77. Similarly, its denominator would stay same, and 26 plus 51 is again 77. Since both the sides are equal, so it means that 13 over 3 is the solution of our given equation. Now we solve our second example involving parentheses. Now our first step was to remove the parentheses. So, so how can we remove the parentheses? We will multiply the terms that are outside of the parentheses. That is 3 multiplied by x, and similarly 3 multiplied by 2. So 3 times x it would be again 3x, and 3 times 2 it's 6. Similarly, is 5 is a separate term, and minus 2 is now being multiplied by x and 3. So 5x would stay same, and 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 3 is 6. Now we have learnt in our previous video that if negative symbol is outside of the bracket, then it would changes the symbol of the terms inside the brackets parentheses. So minus 2 changes the symbol of minus x to So of plus x to minus x. Similarly, the symbol of minus 3 would be changed to plus. So our second term was to simplify fractions by multiplying both sides by least LCD, that is least common denominator. Since we do not have any fractions, now we move to the third step. The third step says regroup the like terms on each side of the equation. Since there are no like terms on left hand side, so this side will stay same, that is 3x plus 6. But our right hand side have two like terms 5 and 6. So after regrouping and simplifying, we will get 5 plus 6, it's 11. Now our fourth term says isolate like terms on each side of the equation. So we will isolate 3x and 2x on the right hand side. So we will move 2x to the left hand side, and we will isolate constant term, that is 6 and 11 on right hand side, by moving 6 to the right hand side. So we can notice 3x and 11 would stay on left hand side and right hand side respectively, but minus 2x will move to the left hand side, while 6x will move to the right hand side, and their symbol would be changes, that is minus 2x to plus 2x and plus 6 to minus 6. And since the value of 3x is plus, so here we will use the symbol plus 3x. So 2 plus 2x plus 3x is equal to 11 minus 6. And now we will simplify them. 2x plus 3x is equal to 5x, and 11 minus 6 is equal to 5. Now our next step is to divide both sides by the coefficient of the unknown. So we will divide 5x, sorry, we will divide 5 on both sides of the equation. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. Again 5 divided by 5 is 1. So value of x is 1. Now we verify our answer by replacing x in the original equation. So 3 into, we will replacing x by 1 plus 2 is equal to 5 minus 2 into 1 minus 3. 1 minus 3. So 1 plus 2 is 3. First we will simplify the parentheses. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So 3 3s are 9, and minus minus plus, again 2 2s are 4. So 5 plus 4 is again 9. Since both sides are equal, so it means that our solution, it means that x is equal to 1 is a solution of the given equation. Now we solve our next example, that is 6 minus 2 or 3 into x plus I is equal to 4x. So our first step is to remove the parentheses. So we will follow the distributive property and we multiply 2 over 3 by x and then 2 over 3 by 5. Remember that while multiplying fractions, we multiply numerators by numerators and the denominators by denominators. Since these values have no values in denominators, so their denominators are 1 1. So also there is a minus symbol to, so it changes the values, so it changes the symbols of the values inside the bracket. So now we multiply, since the coefficient of x is 1, so 2 times 1 is 2x, and 3 times 1 is 3. What we have did, we have multiplied the numerators of the values we have multiplied numerators of 2 over 3 and 1x. Similarly, we have multiplied the denominators of 2 over 3 and x. Now we multiply the denominators of 2 over 3 and 5. So 2 fives are 10 and 3 ones are 3, and the symbol is changes to minus. Now we verify its solution by replacing x in our original equation. Now the next step is to multiply both sides of the equation by their least common denominators. A simple method to find the LCD is find the LCM of all the values that are in denominator. Since the denominator of the first term is 1, second and third both have denominators 1, and for also denominator 1, so we'll find the LCM of 3 and 3. Since if both the terms are similar, then their LCM is also same. So since its LCM is 3, so now we multiply all these terms by 3. So first we multiply 6 by the 3, that is 3 multiplied by 6. Now we multiply second term by 3, so 3 multiplied by 2x over 3. Now next term by again 3, so 3 multiplied by 10 over 3, and 3 multiplied by 4. So 3 times 6 is 18. This 3 and 3 would cancel out, so we left with 2x, and again these 3 are cancelled out, so we will left with minus 10, and 3 times 12, 4 are 12. Now the next step is to regroup light terms on each side and simplify them. So we simplify these two terms, light terms, 18 and 10 on left hand side. So 18 minus 10 is 8 minus 2x. Now the next step says isolate light terms on each side of the equation. So we will move 2 to the right hand side to isolate the light terms. So its symbol is plus, so its symbol would be changes to minus 8 on the right hand side. So now we will simplify them. So minus 2x is equal to 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. Now the next step is divide both sides of the equation by the coefficient of unknown. Since the coefficient of unknown is minus 2, so now we will divide both sides of the equation by minus 2. So minus 2 will cancel out minus 2, we will be left with 1x, and now 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, so x is equal to 2. Since in symbol is plus, so we know that plus divided by minus is always minus. So the solution of the given equation is minus 2. Our original equation was 6 minus 2 over 3 x plus 5 is equal to 4. So now we replace x to verify if our solution is true or not. So we have simply replaced x by minus 2, and now we simplify it. 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 will cancel out 3. So 6 minus 2, 4 is equal to 4. Since the both sides are equal, so x is equal to minus 2 is a solution to our given equation. Now we solve another example. So The first step to solve the linear equation was to remove the parentheses on both sides of the equation. Since there are no parentheses, so we move to next step. The second step is to clear the fractions on both sides of the equation by multiplying the least common denominator, that is LCD, by with multiplying by e terms of the equation. So first we find the LCD. To find the LCD, we will find the LCM of the denominators of the all the terms of the equation. So the first term is have a denominator 3, second term is having denominator 6, and the third term is having denominator 6. Again the fourth term is having denominator 2, so which is repeating, so we will write only it once. Now since 2 and 6 are multiple of 2, so first we divide it by 2. 3 will stay same, 2 ones are 2, and 2 threes are 6. Now again we will divide it by 3, so 3 ones are 3 and 3 ones are 3. So LCM is 2 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 6. Now LCM of the denominators of all the terms is 6. Now we multiply the LCD, that is least common denominator, by all the four terms, that is this 6 multiplied by all these four terms. So first we multiply the LCD by first term, that is 6 multiplied by 2 over 3x. Now with the second term, 6 multiplied by 1 over 2, which is equal to 6 multiplied by 7 over 6 plus 6 multiplied by 1 over 2x. So we have multiplied the LCD by all the four terms. Now we simplified, 3 times 1 are 3, 3 2s are 6, so 2 2s are 4x, and 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6, so 3 times 1 is 3, 6 1s are 6, and 6 1s are 6, so we will left with 7. 2 ones are 2, 2 times 3 is 6, so 3 ones are 3x. So the next step is to so the next step is to regroup the like terms on each side of the equation and simplify them. Since there are no like terms on each side of the equation, we move to the next step. The next step says isolate the unknown variables on one side of the equation. So we will isolate 4x and 3x on the left hand side. To do so, we will move 3x to the left hand side, 3x to the left hand side. So here, since on the right hand side is symbol is plus 3x, and when we move it to the left hand side, its symbol would be changes to minus. Similarly, to isolate a noun variable side, we will also have to move 3 on the other side. So its symbol, since its symbol is minus on the left hand side, it would changes to plus 3 on the right hand side. So now we simplify them. 4x minus 3x is only x, 1x, and 7 plus 3 is 10, and we write x as 10. And our next step says divide the coefficient of a noun by both sides. Since its coefficient is already 1, so we not need to divide it. And the final step is to simplify the fraction if necessary. So it's already in its simplified form. So x is 10. Now to verify if our solution is correct, we replace x in the our original equation. So this is our original equation. We replace 10 by 8 to check if our solution is true or not. So we replace x by 10, 7 over 6. Again we replace x by 10. So 2 times 10 is 20 over 3 minus 1 over 2, and 7 over 6 plus 2 ones are 2, 2 fives are again 10, so we are left with 5. So now to add this fraction, we make their denominator same. So to do so, we will multiply the first fraction, we will multiply and divide the first fraction by the denominators of the second fraction, and similarly we will multiply and divide the second fraction by the denominators of the first fraction. Similar steps will be followed on the right hand side as well. We will multiply and divide the denominator of the second fraction by first fraction, and of the and first second fraction by the denominator of the second. Now we simplify it. 20 times 2 is 40 over 6 minus 3 over 6 and 7 over 6 plus 30 over 6. Now since the denominators are same, so 40 minus 3 is 37. Again 7 plus 30 is 37. Since both the sides are equal, so x is equal to 10 is the solution of the given equation.